My name is Debo Onifade. I'm the author of Liberating Nigeria, a guide to winning elections and reviving our country, with forward by Femi Falana SAN. And today I would like to talk again about the oil subsidy removal. This will be, I think, my third or fourth video on it. And today I talked in my last video about how government should focus on the poor and the low earning people. And I think some people feel like it seems I don't care about the lower middle class or upper middle class, whichever way we classify them, those people that have cars. And yes, I think those people are also matter. But I'm sorry, like I said, I think they are second priority. I think the first priority, I think we all agree that the first priority will be the poor people that don't have cars, people living on less than 50,000 a month, less than 70,000 a month, a family living with less than 100,000 a month. I think those, I believe any fair person will agree that those people should be our first priority. Now, the second priority of people that are they have cars, these people are still in the category of maybe lower middle class hustlers, but they have cars and they probably have to abandon their cars now. For me, I think if we talk about CNG for those people again, I've discussed this CNG issue again and again, I don't want to repeat it. It's still not going to work because many of these people don't have modern fancy cars. They probably have, some people still ride Toyota 2000 in Nigeria. That's 23-year-old cars. People still ride 1996, 98 cars in Nigeria. So you're talking about 20 to 25-year-old cars. They're going to struggle to implement all these and some of the cars, if you compare the cost of the car itself with the cost of retrofitting to CNG, it's not going to make sense to many people. It's not going to make sense to many people. So for me, I think if government fixes public transport, subsidize decent mass transit, a good number of the people that were riding cars and struggling to maintain those cars would probably ride those cars maybe only on weekends and ride those buses to work on weekdays. I think that's the first thing to do. That's the first thing for these people to consider. If you live in a state where the government is nice enough to fix public transport, then the best idea would be to utilize this public transport on several days to limit your petrol costs. If you think that petrol cost is going to go down soon, that's a lie. Let me also say that the government has recently devalued. They don't like that word. Technically, central bank has devalued naira. Officially now, naira to dollar is more than 600, perhaps 700. Now, petrol price is going to go up. It will go up again because right now, petrol price in Nigeria, by my own estimate, if you look at all the figures, CBN and Co have always talked about, it's more than $1. It's going to be more than $1. Landing cost, selling price, it'll be probably 1.1 or 1.2. And when the exchange rate goes up, petrol price will go up. So we're talking about 500 right now. Petrol price can actually hit 800 anytime soon. So we have to accept that reality. And I think the same solution that I propose that will help poor people is a public transport. I think it's going to work for some people in the lower middle class. But for the people that have a lot of money, I really think they don't have a choice. They would have to keep riding their cars. Maybe people that have modern cars that have money to retrofit and live in cities where there will be CNG in hopefully in the next few years can eventually take advantage of the CNG lower cost. If once you can afford the cost of changing and you are in a city, you're in a location, or imagine somebody living in a Bonny Island, for example, and 90% of your driving is within Bonny Island, NLNG Bonny Island, and you're riding a CNG vehicle, you're going to be fine. Because you're not covering long distances. Gases are going to be available there sustainably. You're going to be fine. So Some locations, people that can afford to retrofit, or people that can buy factory fitted CNG vehicles, those people will be fine with CNG. They will cut cost. But those people are in the minority in Nigeria. And there are people that will be fine anyway. There are probably people that will be fine with petrol, the higher petrol price. And that's why I've talked mostly about the other side. I'm sorry, I'm more concerned about the very poor and perhaps the lower middle class. I think the other group will always be fine. I think that's all for today. Until I come away again, if you want to buy my book, Liberating Nigeria, it's available on Amazon. It's also available at Robin Heights, Lagos, UI, OAU, Unilag bookstores, and also available at Booksellers Lagos, Glendora, Ikeja City Mall. Thank you very much. Have a blessed week. Bye.